Warning. The following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Welcome to Everythin Yet Nothin. Here's a hillbilly in eyeshadow who's looking fabulous and talking about anything yet something. Get ready to chew on a blade of sweet grass and talk about a variety of LGBTQ topics to the lifestyle of a gay hillbilly. Watch out, folks. These hills don't just got eyes. They got themselves a vodcast. Now, here's T-Roy.
Hello, and how is everybody doing? I am great. I am here tonight to speak with a gentleman that has been in the Army, that has did quite a few things, a lot of good, positive things. He's done things for children. He's done things for friends. He's done things for a lot of other things that we are going to actually talk to him about and find out some information. And if you have any questions or comments, please share them in the comment section. And it's going to be fabulous. His name is actually Jason, the Bipolar DM from WLFE-DB.com and YouTube and radio. So, hi, a little bit.
So that's what happens after a while.
Yeah, 15 years, honey. It'll do it to you. So,
he's also a well-traveled individual.
Yes, he is a well-traveled individual. He does have children. Let's see.
But we'll get to see what's behind the bipolar.
Yes, we will, and we will see what just about his life from as a child growing up to a young man joining the Army to a father that loves his children and his family and friends. So, with no further ado, I am going to pull Mr. Jason out. Hello, Mr. Jason. How are you?
I am doing awesome. How are you?
Oh, fabulous, darling. Just fabulous.
I love the eyeshadow. That looks great.
Really?
Yeah.
I like it. I love it. Hi, Angela. How are you? I love and miss your bitch face, girl. So that is actually one of our good friends that I started
a little bit.
The very first time singing karaoke 2.5 years ago, from not singing it for about 7 or 8 years.
She was our friend from our first home bar here in Branson.
Yes.
Let's say that, our first karaoke place.
Right. Yeah.
So they used to do karaoke.
She is our girl, and she also
played
and plays in the show that we are working on, The Cryptic Crusaders. It's been on hold for a little bit. But she got us started in that, and she was in it as well, and she did fabulous. So, Mr. Jason, the Bipolar DM.
Hey.
So, how was childhood growing up for you?
It was a bitch.
Yeah.
I was born in a Navy hospital. Graduated from high school at a Department of Defense school in Japan. My dad was 22 plus years active duty Navy, and he was a hard ass.
Oh yeah,
he really was. He was a real hard ass, and
they usually are.
And I was not an athlete. I was not the son that he wanted. You know, he wanted a kid that was like him, an athlete, played baseball, basketball, that shit. I had asthma growing up, so I mean, I couldn't do that shit.
Yeah.
So
I feel ya.
So, and then we moved around. I went to 14 different schools growing up. 2 tours in Japan, tour in Rota, Spain, tour duty in San Diego at where Top Gun was.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Washington State was awesome. That was a really cool place. And then just all over the United States. And Washington, D.C. was my last duty station before I got out. I was at Walter Reed Army Medical Center in Washington, inside city limits itself, not like how it is now. And I worked ER, ambulance, and aeromedical evacuation. So as a combat medic.
Wow. Yeah, you've done quite a bit. What was the best part of it all?
The first time I got to go on leave, I got to go leave on San Diego. And my dad was a civilian instructor at one of the Navy War colleges in San Diego on North Island. I got to take a class while in uniform and active duty in one of his classes. And it was actually kind of cool that I got to hang out for once as a enlisted man, not just a dependent, you know, and stuff like that. And it was pretty cool. But it was my greatest honor to serve. I wish I could have done 20 plus years, but unfortunately, bipolar's a bitch.
Yeah, it is. It's very, very dark and
and they don't recommend you having firearms and hand grenades when you're bipolar. So we kill a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah, right. I feel you. Sometimes, you know, some people. Totally. So, whenever you got out and started living pretty much as civilian
life, that was rough. I mean, I'm still having adjustment problems to civilian life, and but when I got out, I went to seminary actually and became a Southern Baptist preacher. And that's funny. And I actually became a biker preacher. I started a biker church.
Oh, wow.
I'm all tattooed up, you know. And
big butt.
And I did work with bikers, outlaw bikers, and I was actually a member of an outlaw biker club for many years.
Oh,
and so I rode a motorcycle, all that. I mean, if you looked at me now, you wouldn't believe I was a biker. But if you looked at me as a biker, you wouldn't believe me as a preacher.
Oh, wow!
It's just so night and day. I mean, I got some old pictures I'll have to pull up sometime and show you guys of how I used to look.
Yeah, that would be so awesome. If I would have known that, I would have got them and put them on here.
Yeah.
And showed them off. But hey, we could do that another show.
Yeah, I'll get those to you, man. I got them on my phone, so.
Yeah, and also Jason is a really good friend of ours, and he actually don't live very far away from here, so we hang out, and you know, he's an awesome friend. So.
Yeah, you guys are awesome too, and you were the ones that got me to start on WLFP-DB.com. So if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. I'd still just be doing my podcast in my closet or some shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am so glad that you love it, like it, and you're doing so awesome, great with it.
I'm looking forward to every single episode. It's good therapy for me.
Yes.
And I've got another in, and as far as I was worried about booking, but it seems like I'm able to stay a month out, and I'm comfortable with that. I don't want to get any more than a month out, because then, you know, they fall through the cracks and crap like that, you know, or it's a lot of work trying to keep up on them, because I've been calling my guests about once a week, checking in with them and stuff like that, and make sure everything's still ready to go on the show. And like this weekend, I got last weekend I had a dude from Australia. This weekend I got a chick that's from Bahrain.
Awesome! I love doing that. Like I'm beginning to get into the further away and people to come because. I think it's a beautiful thing to not be judgmental and live not only with our own race, but other races as well. And whenever it comes to these kind of people, these people are probably never going to come to America and the U.S. So I think, giving them an idea and it's actually helping them come here. There are a lot of people that I've talked to that it's their dream to come to the U.S. and it's their dream to come to Branson. And, I'm like, I want to bring that within my show so I can show the equality within every race.
We got some people that joined in. I popped them up there, but I want to say hey to Jim. And I don't want to get this name wrong, but is it Psychiz? And we got Ted and hi, Sandy. How you guys doing? Thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes, hello.
Yes, hi, Teddy, my baby. Hi, Sandy. Hi,
so
beautiful.
You brought up the show and booking guests and stuff, whatnot, and so forth. So it seems like the first 2 shows of the month for the last 2 months, we've had people like, even them talking to them and whatnot. It's just So
last minute, decisions and
so I always have something in my back pocket just in case. I got 2 interviews sitting on video, just waiting for them to be broadcast, just for when I can't do this show. For when that happens.
Yes.
Due to illness or whatever.
And you were saying that a while back that you
Teddy. I plan to come to Gettysburg along with carpool with
whoop, whoop,
Kevin.
With us, whoop, whoop, with us. Yep.
Have so much fun.
I can't wait. It's going to be a blast.
Max is so jealous because we're going to Gettysburg. He's a Civil War buff.
Hi, Genevieve.
So he's so pissed about that.
Yeah. I bet. What was that?
Genevieve, I miss your face.
Yes, Genevieve. It seems like it's been forever. Yes, I can't wait to meet everybody, Teddy. Like, it's going to be so awesome. Over the years, we haven't been able to travel very much far distance away because we're usually always busy working and doing stuff. So, that's going to give us a different outlook on life and open us up to a different...
We ain't never been up north nowhere.
No, not at all. I'm going to have to bring my cowboy hat and my overalls and my shit.
Bring your token Yankee with you, too.
Yep.
Yes. So can't wait. Like, we have
to have a tour guide,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
we're going to kidnap you, Teddy. And possibly Genevieve and everybody else.
Bring them all down to the south. So that's how we do it.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop. You have a spare bed. Awesome possum.
Well, good. Jason can sleep in that one.
We might take you off on that.
Oh. So anyways, we digress. What were we talking about, Jason?
So whenever it was,
I want to hear more about
from
stories.
Childhood into being in the Army and living through all that, being a civilian.
Well, I'm a child of the Cold War. I grew up during the Cold War. I was in Reagan's military, the greatest fighting force that has ever walked the planet, And when I went into the Army, it was kind of funny. My dad he had forbid me from joining the Navy because he got passed over. He wasn't treated real well in the Navy, and so he didn't want me going in. And my grandfather had been in the Navy. He was in the Navy. I was planning on doing it. he wanted me to go into the Air Force. And I was like, fuck that. I am not going in those bunch of legs over there. So I went in the Army because I did ROTC. I did all that hula stuff. I love rucksack. I love having a rucksack and an M16 and out in the woods and, all that stuff. So.
Oh my God, we should go paintballing sometime.
I'll tear your ass up.
Like, seriously, I would tear your ass up. I'm awesome.
Probably so.
I love guns. So there you go. We're going to have a blast tearing each other's ass up. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I wonder if they have like a weekend thing. Don't they have like a weekend thing around?
I'll have to ask my son. He does paintballing a couple times.
You capture the flag, but it takes like Friday to Sunday, and it's a little hike and kind of thing.
Oh man, that
doesn't
sound like fun.
Really?
Sound like camping. I love camping. I love hiking, but I don't want to be shot at.
It's only with paintball.
You've already lived through it. So
yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, totally.
Hey, Dom.
Hi.
Hey, Dom.
And hello to Chanel.
Chanel girl.
She says, ooh, love you, T-Roy, my sexy panda bear. Kevin, you're so adorable together. I love watching you two. Thank you for joining in. We
top of my class.
Yes, we do try. We do. And thank you for noticing it because, sometimes you go through life doing certain things, and if you don't hear it from anybody else, then you sometimes feel like, well, is it like that or is it a different way kind of thing whenever it comes to people seeing us. So
and for y'all that don't know, Genevieve and Dom are from Real Talk with Dom, and then Genevieve has the Creepy Parlor, and she hosts the Haunted Happy Hour.
Yes.
Ted is the proprietor of WLFE-DB.com, and he has Paratalk Radio here on WLFE-DB.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was, I had it on the tip of my tongue and then I forgot. So you got out and you became a civilian, and what did you get into work? Was it easy getting in, finding work?
No, well, the hardest thing was finding purpose in my life again. And I was fortunate that at an early age I had a calling to go into the ministry, but I rejected that calling and went into the military instead. And so, because really it is a calling to go into the ministry. You do not go. It is not for the paycheck. I guarantee you that. But afterwards, I just accepted that call to go into the ministry. I became a Southern Baptist preacher. I went to seminary, because I kind of felt like I didn't grow up in the church. We had a Navy chaplain. He had a generic Protestant service. It wasn't Southern Baptist. It wasn't Seventh-day Adventist. It wasn't Pentecostal. It wasn't any of that stuff. It was just Protestant. And I felt like I needed to catch up on a lot of stuff that these other preachers had that I didn't, as far as knowledge goes. And so, so I did that. I worked on my master's degree towards my master's of divinity, but by then I was spinning my wheels and I was already had my church going, the biker church. And I just wanted to get out of college, get out of seminary and get into the real world.
Yeah.
And, I was already 25, 26 years old at the time. I'd already done it, did my tour in the Army. I was ready to get stuff done.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, totally. So.
And you also did tattoos.
Yes.
Yes, I was a tattoo artist in a Hell's Angels shop. And those guys, you have to be pretty damn good if you want to work in a shop like that, or they'll fuck you up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yes, they will. And it was great. I worked in a tattoo shop. I was a scratch artist for a while, but I had to quit because the medication I was on, lithium, caused my hands to shake. So I couldn't tattoo anymore. Well, they finally lowered my lithium dose, so now my hands don't shake anymore, and I actually bought up all my tattoo equipment again. So
Awesome.
that's just an old trick to training your hand to the weight of a tattoo machine. So put a color pencil in there and coloring with coloring books. That's what they have. That's what I did during my apprenticeship. That and make needles.
Yeah,
a lot of fucking needles.
Yeah. Well,
none of them were straight.
Whenever you get back into it, you know, we can knock my ass out and you can tattoo whatever you want to tattoo.
Yeah, I got lots of colors.
We got more people popping in. Hey, Lacrosse.
Hi, Lacrosse.
Hey, Damien.
Hi, Damien. What up, my brother?
Lacrosse, I was just talking about your show earlier because I was telling my friend about you've got two. You're on Rainbow Soul with Izzy, and then you've also got Through Kaleidoscope Eyes. Those are here on WLFE-TV.com.
Yes.
And Mr. Costello, proprietor of Gumo TV. Oh, speaking, Damien, I'm going to talk to you real quick. This is usually my vodka night, and I was going to put this in the group thread, but so since I'm doing the Gumo challenge, there's no vodka tonight.
But I'm not doing the challenge.
We're also going out. There's no beer tonight.
No beer. And I'm so proud of him because, you know, it takes a lot of willpower to do what you guys are doing. And, you know, I love you to death, Damien. You're like fucking kick-ass. And I feel so blessed to have the family and friends that I do have since this show has started. And this is one of the nights that I think I have had the most family on here. And I really appreciate it. Like, I love you.
Hello. Thanks, dude. And no drinking. Also, I'm down 8 pounds already. Just saying.
Oh, sweet. Nice.
I started the diet on Sunday back. So, but and it's mostly just going to be like dropping that nasty junk food. And then I'll go again.
Yes, Chanel, I do, girl. I would love it. For real.
Order obsidian penis gods. Oh yes. Anything with penis, I mean, we need. So I mean, there's that. Well, I mean, you be careful out there, walking in the big old streets.
Walking in the big old streets. Bella's gonna take care of you.
Yep.
We love you. Like, really. There's some of my friends, our friends, that become our family. And it's been a really short time, so it's really awesome because even though it's been a short time, it seems like we've known each other forever.
Yeah. That's awesome how you make that connection.
Yeah, that's kind of the way we feel with you. You know, we feel each other and we just click, you know. And
we're also kind of at that point, though, where we've known each other for over a year.
Yeah.
And now it's like, has it been a year? Has it been 10 years? You know, it's it's almost, we're kind of almost in that timeless phase now.
Yeah. Right. But isn't it double in gay years?
I don't know.
No, that's relationships, not friendships.
Oh.
Jason, did you see that Magic the Gathering combines Dungeons and Dragons together? Chanel.
Yeah. Magic the Gathering was created because as a activity to play while waiting for your turn during Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what it was is they were playing these big, huge games with like 6, 7 people in there, and it'd take forever for your turn to come around. Well, as something to do, they came up with this card game they called Magic the Gathering. And they played it while they're waiting for their turn to come around on Dungeons and Dragons. And then it just took off. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's like phenomenal. Like, that would be so much fun.
I got a couple decks sitting right up here, man.
Awesome. We should do that sometime. Jason also has a group on would you tell us about that group?
Yes.
D&D?
We have Bipolar Dragons. It is a group of us talk show hosts who gather together and play Dungeons and Dragons, and it's every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. wherever you can watch not WFE, but at The Bipolar Dragons is the handle for the Facebook Live page, as well as at Bipolar DM. We'll have it all over the place: Twitch TV, YouTube, Facebook Live. So we're having an adventure, and we're taking everybody along with us. So the audience is the sixth member of the party, because we got 4 regular members plus 1 guest member. So then the party is complete with 7, with the audience being the 7th member of the party that we bring along with us on these adventures.
And it's so much fun. Like, I had never played it, and I don't know, there was some talk about it whenever I was younger, and it wasn't such a good game. They made it
was the devil.
Yeah, it was just horrible. And it's cool that you're like teaching me and showing not only me but our family on here what to do and how to do it. And I just love getting together with family. So you're doing number 1 on that for sure.
Yeah, the number 1 thing about this game is it's social. It is a social game.
Right. And that's what I like about it is, we get together more and we get to see each other more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thank you,
and
Sandy.
we can kill monsters, too.
She said, what a pretty dog.
Yeah.
Who's barking right now?
Yes. That's Atticus, and Rowdy is in my lap snoozing. I just show you that. So, what got you into, what do you feel is the number 1 cause for you having PTSD and bipolar?
Well, that's the thing about it, is that they're not exactly sure what causes it. Some people think that it's environmental, how you grew up. Some people think that it's genetics.
Right.
I'm in the middle of both. I had a rough childhood. Plus, I was, unfortunately, with my genetics, I was also predisposed to depression already with that running in my family.
Right.
And unfortunately, even though we didn't have any known cases of mental illness, there's always that anomaly, which was me.
Right.
And so, but it was hard to accept the diagnosis for me. It took me many years to finally get over it and to start taking my medication and all that and take care of myself. Because I ran without my medication for years, and I would just, my church ended because of that. I mean, I just crashed and burned and lost everything, and it was just terrible. And ended up moving down here. So,
yeah. Did that help you moving?
God, no, I hate this place. No. I grew up in San Diego, for God's sake. I mean, I lived in Rota, Spain, and Atsugi, Japan. I mean, I was not meant to be in Branson, Missouri.
What was the one place you loved living? Like totally 100% just had a blast, enjoyed it. So Japan?
Yeah, I mean, I spent a total of 6 years there. Now, in my life, because of how I lived, I never lived in one place more than 3 years of my entire life. So I did 3 years there, 3 years in San Diego, and then 3 years back over there. So that's 6 years in one spot for me that I never had as a kid. And so that, of any place, is the most home to me. And it reflects a lot also in my personality of the Japanese influence that the society has had upon me too.
Yes. Oh my God. We want to put a Japanese Zen Garden in. We're now buying the property and everything. So that's what we want to do in the backyard, is just literally turn it into beautiful.
I would love to have a Zen Garden.
Japanese flowers and trees and water features. Sand. Oh yeah. Shit tons of sand. But yeah, I bet. Like, is it really pretty over there? Like, the water really pretty green, blue?
A lot of greenery, because it's an island. It's a tropical island.
Yeah.
Now, they sit on the same equator, not an equator, they sit on the same longitude as Washington, D.C. does. So they have the similar weather as far as winter goes. We have snow. we have monsoon season, which is the heavy rain season and stuff like that. But a lot of greenery, a lot of mountains. We were on the Kanto Plain, which is the only flat spot of all of Japan.
Oh, wow.
And so that's why we had a military base out there, Navy Air Force, Naval Air Facility.
Oh, wow.
And stuff like that. So it was stuff that we took over after World War II.
Oh, nice.
So we're on bases that are dating back from World War II that the Japanese had built. And there's like tunnels underneath them connecting all the bases across Japan, and they found a hospital underneath our base that was
Has there ever been a
movie
recorded, filmed over there? Like where you're talking about the whole tunnel?
Well, no, that's the thing about it, is because it's all controlled by the military. So, and we're very tight-lipped about that kind of stuff. So, I mean, only us know about it.
Oh, wow.
And,
oh, yeah.
Yeah. And,
coconut trees.
Go ahead.
Banana trees, coconut trees.
No, more pine needles and stuff like that. Pine trees are very big over there. Cherry blossoms. Oh, my God. Cherry blossoms so beautiful.
Yes.
Until the cherry blossoms fall out, and then it's just a big stinking, rotting mess.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
I mean, you think it gets bad with the pear trees around here in Missouri and Branson. It is even worse in Japan. It is so much. It's like literally feet of cherry blossoms. And they're just starting to rot on the ground because they're so sweet. Yeah.
God.
Yeah, mimosas do that here too. Like we live in a place where there are mimosas all over, and it smelled so good when they all bloomed. But then the blooms would fall off, and then you can smell the smelling of the rotting flowers.
It is nasty.
And it'd get all over
the squirrels would probably get drunk off of that shit or something like that. Who knows?
Right.
Oh, but the butterflies were everywhere too.
Oh yeah, but
butterflies with all the sugar. Oh man,
a lot of rotten stuff. That's what their food's mostly of. It's rotten stuff.
Yeah, we'll put banana peel. Well, when we eat banana peels, we used to put banana peels out for the butterflies to eat the rotten banana peel stuff.
Thank you, my boo, you sexy bitch. I fucking love you too, Christy Johnson. Mwah, mwah. Chanel says most children that had ADHD as a child grows up to have bipolar, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, I have ADHD also. I was, of course, when I was going through school with being a Department of Defense school, we didn't test for that kind of stuff, so it didn't even exist. Right. Yeah, even ADD didn't exist then. And now they're not sure what the correlation is. They're just noticing that a lot of kids that had ADHD are also having bipolar. They don't know if there's any cause and effect in that. Right. But it's a very interesting indicator, of something going wrong.
Right. Yeah, and I understand where you're coming from, being bipolar and all that, because I'm bipolar and I have been for 8. Well, they found it and figured it out like about 9 or 10 years ago. But I totally, and depression and anxiety and PTSD. So I feel where you're coming from, and I feel for the children. I feel for anybody that has to go through it, because it's not the easiest shit to go through. And, a lot of people don't understand that. And people need to understand that, at that moment in time, we're like almost dark with not even knowing what the hell we're doing.
Yeah.
And what we're
just
saying.
Blackness. And icky,
totally blackness. Yeah. Like, you just black out. And I feel shitty because I don't like getting to that point, which I haven't gotten to that point for some years. And, but whenever I was, I'd feel so shitty because I'm like, hey, and he told me the next day or whenever I calmed down or whatever, what I had said or, whatever. And, I'd feel shitty. But at that moment in time, I don't even know sometimes what even pushes that button.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those triggers.
It just triggers. Something just triggers. And it could be the smallest little trigger. And, it's like clicking the head and boom. Your head literally goes to just thinking that one thing. And it's like 1,000,000 miles an hour going through your head.
Yeah.
You know, fucking, I hate that shit. And that's why, you know,
the maladaptive ruminations where like constant talking in my head.
Yes. Like
the conversation that's never stopping.
Yes.
Every waking moment, I'm having a conversation in my head constantly with myself. And it's called maladaptive ruminations. And, well, at least there's no official name for it. I just like that name. I think it sounds pretty damn cool for talking to myself.
Right. But you know what? I talk to myself all the time. I even answer. I'm like,
me too.
Really?
I'll catch.
My God, thank you, T-Roy.
I'll catch those conversations sometimes. I'll be like, "So who are you talking to?"
He's like,
"What are you thinking? What are you talking?"
Most of the time, it's something that's triggered me to aggravate me or piss me off, or like a
and then you work yourself up even worse.
Conversations over in my head of what possibly could happen,
and they never happen.
But it still happens.
But you get yourself worked up, and even more worked up about it because you think about it and you start going.
Right. By the time you get to wherever you're going, you're freaking like wanting to pull your damn hair out. Like, oh my God, really?
Yeah, and everybody else is like, "What the fuck's going on?" I don't understand. Right? He just suddenly just flipped out.
Right. But I mean, it happens to the best of us, and if any of you are going through anything like this, PTSD, anything, anxiety, depression, there is links and there's phone numbers to reach the safety of somebody being there for you. 1-800 numbers. There are a lot of numbers out there, so definitely reach out if you don't have anybody. And if you don't have anybody, make a circle, and that circle be close friends to where you can just pick up a phone and either text that friend or call that friend, because they're there for a reason, and you want them to be there to hold your hand, hold you, tell you that it's going to be okay, comfort you during that moment in time, and talk you down from whatever everything's bothering you. Don't be afraid to speak, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
Night, Genevieve. Sweet dreams.
Night, Genevieve. Love you, girl.
Ted says, Jason, how do you feel about what's happening in the world with Iran, Russia, and maybe World War III? Oh, I don't know if I should have read that.
Talking about I don't know. It's inevitable. I mean, that's all I have to say from military history and my understanding of just history in general with those countries. It's just a matter of time that we're going to have another war with Russia, and this time it's going to be not a Cold War this time and China is the big one. Everybody's like babying China, but man, they got the fastest growing military in the world. They're nowhere near us yet, but they are building ships faster than they can lay on.
And they're making children just as fast.
Yeah, they've got a billion army.
Yeah, growing them up to be killers and shit. So, that's horrible.
Yeah,
so, anyways.
That's why.
Thanks, Ted. Well, it's time for a commercial, so we're going to go ahead.
It's a wonderful commercial.
Liven it up a bit.
Speak with you after these moments. Don't kill nobody while we're playing this.
Oh, crap.
Whoever you are.
Ted, don't kill me, but I didn't upload the new commercial.
Put the gun down.
WLFE Digital Broadcast Network is on TV. You can watch all of our shows on WLFE-DB.com. Check out our channels. Paranormal View for all of your paranormal type shows. LGBTQ Friends for all of our LGBTQ shows. Variety Unlimited for all other shows. It runs 24/7 right on WLFE-DB.com. You'll even catch the lives, all in one place. Never miss an episode, past or future. WLFE-DB.com, where our shows are your shows. Search for your favorite shows like Where's My Sage, Inside the Drag Closet, Across the Pond, Everythin Yet Nothin, Paratalk Radio, Step into the Paranormal, The Creepy Parlor, Just Cindy, and more. Now you won't miss an episode. Remember, follow Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Make sure you subscribe and follow your favorite WLFE-DB radio shows. You can find our shows where you listen to your favorite podcasts, like Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and more. WLFE-DB Radio is looking for podcasts to join our family. You don't have to fit any strict genre. We're a plethora of shows. If you're looking to jump on a growing network, then contact us at WLFEDBradio@gmail.com.
Wow, Amazon Music just got a whole lot better. Your favorite shows from WLFE-DB Radio can now be found there. Yes, we are on Amazon Music, found under podcasts. Download the app, find podcasts, and search all of your favorite shows. Shows like Where's My Sage? Across the Pond, Everything Yet Nothin, Skeptical Help Bar, The Creepy Parlor, Just Indie, and much more. Now you don't have to miss an episode ever. Amazon Music is WLFE-DB Radio-fied.
More from WLFE-DB Radio Network after this.
Hey guys and dolls, this is Casey DeVille, the better half of DeVille Inc., Baltimore, Maryland. If you're ever in Baltimore, stop in and see me and Tony. Invisible Bree, 5920 Eastern Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21224. Give us a call if you're in the area, 410-400-9641, or look us up on the web at DeVilleInc.com. DeVille Inc., where we specialize in you.
Oh, yeah. Life just got sweeter now that WLFE-DB has merchandise. Show your support by purchasing your t-shirts for WLFE, Paratalk Radio, Inside the Drag Closet, and more. But it doesn't stop there. T-shirts, coffee mugs, tanks, buttons, cloth bags, and more. Go to WLFE-DB.com. On the top bar, click on the merchandise tab and bam, there you go. You got merch. Support the shows. WLFE-DB.com. You're listening to WLFE-DB Radio. Now, back to our program.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to our wonderful, beautiful, awesome show and awesome guest tonight. And I don't know why I said that. It just sounded good. So I just... We're talking to...
T-Ray loves his adjectives.
Jason, the Bipolar DM from WLFE-DB.com. Oh my God, twice. And I'm doing good. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. I'm going to do it like that because it looked kind of funky doing it the other way.
Oopsie.
You know? Whoop, 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 whoop. So, Jason, whenever you were in Japan, did you find anybody special? Fall for anybody special?
I dated a couple Japanese girls, but it wasn't until I got back to the United States I actually dated a white woman for the very first time. And actually had met somebody and fallen in love, and it was a college crush and stuff like that. And then it crashed and burned. I joined the Army and moved on with my life.
Right.
But the funny thing is that we've reconnected after 25 years.
We
started talking again.
That's awesome. I love whenever old friends come. And
yeah, it's nice having that old connection together. I mean, we're not romantic by any means, but it's nice having an old friend that
Well, yeah, and people that you went through things with.
Well, she was actually before I got sick, so she didn't never. So who I am now is not how I used to be. I'm very much a different person. So than I used to be.
Chanel says she wants to play in the sandbox with you, T-Roy.
Girl, I will play in the sandbox with you anytime. Like,
I don't know myself.
Oh no, we're out of liquid.
And I can't drink his.
Nope.
Did you guys drink up all that strawberry whatever crap that I left?
Cherry lemonade? No, it's still there.
Oh no,
Oh,
we're drinking
cherry lemonade.
my soda.
Oh, is
It's
it?
really good. Yeah.
I
Kind of gave my soda a cherry flavor.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
cherry.
cool.
Stay out of my soda.
Meow back. Purr. I can't do the whole tongue kind of thing.
Roll your tongue.
Oh, I can run.
Not like.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, no, I can't. That's
Speaking
not
Wookiee.
working.
Now we're speaking Wookiee.
Oh my goodness. So, what?
How did you come up with the bipolar DM?
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to do a podcast. That was just the biggest thing. I just wanted to do one. I had no idea what I wanted to talk about. And so I just kind of came up with the idea of I'll just take the top 3 things I love in my life, which is Dungeons and Dragons, writing books. I've got 2 books that I wrote, not just Dom. I have 2 books too. And also mental illness, which of course takes up such a huge part of my life. And so those 3 topics just kind of, I didn't believe how well they meld together and forming the show, especially with the therapeutics and stuff like that,
Right.
with Dungeons and Dragons and all that.
Yes.
So it's amazing just how the show has developed over the 4 years that I had it as a podcast, and now just the last couple months I've had it as a live show, and how much it's grown too. Yeah. So I've met so many great people, done things that I never thought I would have done before, as far as performing and doing a show and being a talk radio host and stuff like that. And then to play Dungeons and Dragons on a live stream, I'm living it right now.
Oh, I know, right? I told Kevin I feel like I'm living a rock star life, even though I'm not a rock
Yeah,
star.
I just don't have the groupies.
Right? I know. I'm working
What's
on
up with that?
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Mel said that she grew up on Fort Rucker.
Oh, okay. Alabama, right? I believe.
I was about to ask what state that was.
Yeah. Not positive, but I think that was Fort Rucker, Alabama.
Well, that's cool.
Waiting on you, Chanel.
Waiting on you, girl.
Yep.
Ding, 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 ding. We got a winner.
Jinx to everybody.
Jinx. So, let's see. We are talking about the whole DM thing.
This podcast.
What pushed you to do the books and the podcast besides Mania?
Mostly Mania. Yeah, I wrote those 2 books in the span of 2 months. So it was a month for each book. Wrote from nothing to fully published and printed out in a course of a month to 2 months for those both books. Same with the podcast. I mean, I was just hitting it. It was mostly from Mania. But a lot of it, though, I took over when the Mania ran out. I found that I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the work. I really enjoyed doing this stuff and playing with the equipment and doing the graphic arts for the show and getting the sound right and the video right and stuff like that. I really enjoyed the process of putting this together, and then the pre-interviews and stuff like that, and getting to meet people. So much of this stuff that I'm really in. Okay. So there's so much stuff that I've learned just from the short time I've been here that I've learned about myself, even.
Yeah.
With what I'm able to do.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be able to put on an hour-long show, let alone a 2.5-hour game, every week.
Yeah.
So, and I'm doing it. So I'm doing
Worldwide.
pretty good.
And you're doing that worldwide. On top of
Yeah.
nothing else. Like, that's kick ass to, like, I never thought that in a million years, I had it in the back of my mind and I felt it that, this would come to me.
Yeah.
And then the part up here that, it was like, whatever, it's a dream. It's fine. Never going to happen. So live and go through what you're living and going through and all that. So, yeah, I totally feel that what you're going through on all this stuff that's happening. And, because I'm the same way. I'm like, damn, is this a dream? Like, am I actually worldwide? Like, is there actually thousands of people? Not, it's not even about watching me, but seeing me, that I don't even freaking know. And it's like they see this. And it's just dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded towards all that. But I love it. Like, that's what pushes me is, hell yeah, I'm going to do this shit because, I want to help people. I want to reach people. I want to open eyes and change minds. And, I thank you for coming on the network and doing the same thing because, there isn't enough, bipolar talk and PTSD talk and, any
and all the rest of it, and suicide and all that stuff. And yeah, there's not enough of us talking about it, and we need to end the stigma. And the only way to do that is by educating people about what mental illness is.
And, that's what I want to do is, educate those people. There is nothing wrong with us individuals that, have never did this shit like we're doing now. That's what we want is we want to reach people. We want to get a hold of you and, tell you that it's going to be okay. And no matter what you're going through, no
matter how dark it gets, no matter how shitty it is, just hang on. It will get better.
It will.
And I've thought about starting a support group for spouses.
Yes, and you need to do that. I mean, I still want to do that show about the spouses and the other half of bipolar and mental illness, the viewpoint of the caregiver. And so we got to get that going sometime or pre-recorded or something like that.
Absolutely. We need to get all this out there. Everything that we're doing, I am proud of you, man, because you have reached so many people and you're just, I don't know, you just have that energy and the mind and everything to.
Everything just kind of lined up, And answer Teddy's.
And you've accepted the lineup and you're doing very well with that lineup. And I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Yeah, and Teddy had asked about the transition back to civilian world.
Yeah.
And the problem was I never came from the civilian world. I was a Navy brat. I was born in a Navy hospital, assembled from the parts of dead soldiers and Marines. And I graduated from high school in a military school. Not military like academy, but military as far as the Department of Defense ran it. So unlike a lot of military that grew up a civilian, went into the military, got back out, I had never had that civilian life, and so it was damn hard, and it's still hard for me to adjust to living out in the civilian world. People are way different than they are than in the military. They treat you differently, as far as respect goes and the lack of it. All kinds of stuff. I mean, people fuck you over for a dime bag, so.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
And we're, while on the other hand, now this is a good story. All right. I was talking to this chick. We kind of started getting serious a little bit, not really. And then she told me that one of the things that really turned her off was that I used the term we a lot. Because she assumed I meant we as in me and my ex-wife. Whenever I say we, like we're taking the kids here, we're picking them up. I had to explain to her that in the military, there is no such thing as I. I get people killed. It is always we. So
Yeah.
when we talk in the military, we often use the plural we when we speak. And that was just one of the things where she totally misread it, what I meant to say, and assumed something that wasn't even there. And then, of course,
the shit happens.
Yeah.
Hello,
Crystal Bell.
Crystal,
She
hi, I
says,
love
"Hello,
you,
brothers."
sister.
And she also says, Jason, thank you for your service.
Mm-hmm.
You got a couple other thank you for your services up there
Yes.
earlier that I forgot to. I showed them, but we didn't acknowledge them in purpose. So.
Oh, and Chanel said, my brother is still in the Army Reserves, but has been in since ROTC. He is just a smidge younger than my 47 years, and his son just retired Army last year.
Yeah, well, also the retirement rate is not as high as it used to be as many years. It used to be you did 20 plus years and you'd retire. Now it's like 16 or something like that. So, I mean, it's possible to retire at a young age and then start a new career after the military. It's not like how it used to be, like when my dad was in and my grandfather were in. You had guys that were in there for 40 years,
Yeah.
They have no right to be in there anymore, They're so old. They're just a hazard waiting to happen. But it's
right.
But you get those old Master Chiefs and stuff like that, and But yeah, it's a lot of things that changed as part of the drawdown process of reducing the size of the military, and that was reducing the retirement age.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Christy.
Hello, Christy. Had a great time last night.
It was a good show. I watched it.
Yeah.
It was an awesome show. So whenever, say, if you had a chance to go back and tell your younger self something, what would that something be?
Keep your damn mouth shut.
About what?
Everything.
Yeah.
I talk about, I have shared, one of the things with borderline is that we overshare a lot. So many times I've overshared, whether it was to a romantic partner or somebody else.
Yeah.
And it would always end up in disaster, causing so much problems there. And I wish that if I had the self-control to keep my mouth shut more often than not to say something embarrassing, when I didn't want to say it or shouldn't have said it,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'd tell myself to keep my damn mouth shut.
Yeah.
That'd keep me out of so much damn trouble.
So what has been the worst thing that you lived through?
Pass.
Yes. Christy, I have a question for you. I was just thinking about this when I was taking my boy out. Is it true that animals can see things that humans can't? Because my dog be barking at this one corner all the time again.
I've heard of that.
We bless this house a lot. Anytime I feel like there's negative energies around here.
Somebody asked me to come and bless their house.
But, yeah, I was just like, I'm going to ask one of them psychics next time I see him. Because he'll just come randomly. He was doing it earlier on the podcast. I had to get up and go see what he was doing. He's just barking at the corner. And it's always this one corner. It's right behind where I sit all the time.
Must be a gremlin.
A gremlin. Oh, he's all cooled off now, though. Thank you. That's all I needed to know.
Awesome. Yeah, somebody told me the other day, asked me to bless their house, but now I can't even remember who that was.
Yeah, no, their house is probably burning to the ground.
Shut up, Jason. You're going to give me fucking nightmares.
Don't pop on here. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, right. It happened last night.
So, when he was a puppy, he just one day randomly started freaking out at this area in this couch in this place that we used to live at. And, like, he would not go, but he just kept staring down and walking back and forth. His all the hair on his back was raised, and he was just all kinds of
Wow.
To say,
and he's been like that all of his life. And he has, like, I feel that he has that gift of seeing it, and whenever
the second sight,
he lets you know if it's not good, you know.
Yeah.
Just by the way he acts, like, totally boom, you know, literally barking at just one corner, not even budging from anything, just constant bark. Yeah, and like growl, and yeah, it's kind of weird. So yeah, it's time to probably bless the house and cleanse it.
No.
Yeah.
I got my blessing kit too. If you want some help, you know, they'll hit it all at once. So I got my holy oil, my holy water, and sage, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, we usually burn the sage, and
yeah, you guys are going away from sage though, aren't you?
Yes, I have a pine tree right behind us. Why would I?
Yeah. And then there's Palo Santo. I love Palo Santo because that stuff lasts forever. I got like one stick. I've had it for over a year, and I still haven't even burned that thing down.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
That's that one I use with my readings. When I do my readings, I have my little Palo Santo stick with it. Yeah.
Right. That's cool. Like, some incense give me headaches and make me feel sick. So we got to watch it. Like, usually there's a certain wood that is in certain incense, you know, the long ones. Mm-hmm. And, oh, my God, it makes me like, ugh. It makes me feel shitty. Like, you would not believe.
Probably the oil in it, I bet. A lot of that wood has oil in it. And not petroleum, but natural oils.
Yeah. Pets and little kids.
Yep.
Cleansing is good, but just because they're seeing things doesn't mean it's negative or anything. Yeah, I agree with that, because here's a funny little story. Our friend is now in a relationship with someone that has children, and there's a place in Hollister called the Poor House, and it's a restaurant pub, and they were going there for lunch, but they stopped by here first, and he thought that they were going to a haunted house, and he's like, "Is your house really haunted?" And I was like, "No, our house isn't haunted." And I said, "If there is anything in that house, it's okay, because there are so many protections on that house that it's not going to be something that can hurt you. It'll be someone that you want to see or something that's good."
Yeah.
And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "We're kind of like Glinda on The Wizard of Oz." And he was
good witches.
Just looked at me, and this is like a 7-8-year-old kid. Like, do you even know what The Wizard of Oz is?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen it. Well, you're missing out, son.
Especially when you get the Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon album out.
Oh,
I heard.
Have
that.
you ever
we need
heard
to do that one day.
I have the album. I just don't have the movie.
The Wall?
Well, we can find the movie.
Well, I got the album. I'll just bring my record player over, and we'll hook it
Is
up.
there a song called The Wall by Pink Floyd?
Yeah, so from the album The Wall.
Okay.
It's another brick in the wall. Yeah.
I heard that for the first time, like, whenever I was late teens, and that's kind of, it's there.
Oh, yeah, that whole album and the video, if you've ever watched the video.
That's what you're talking about, is the
video.
We were watching the video,
is that you completely you understand it the first time through. That's what freaks you out, you know. You're messed up when you understand the wall the first time you watched it.
You know, right? He was absolutely messed up, but it was a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. What is the greatest thing that's ever happened to you in your life?
Fatherhood. By far. That's the only thing that's keeping me on this planet right now. Else I'd be Casper by now.
Right.
So yeah, it's my kids are the only thing that's keeping me around here, because they're the only thing interesting on this planet. So
yeah. Well, that's awesome. I felt and knew that you were going to say that. That's why I asked. And you have how many kids?
I have 4. So I have a boy, girl, or going from youngest to oldest, it's boy, girl, boy, girl. The youngest is 10. The oldest is 18. And I get 3 of them. The fourth one is the 18-year-old. She's doing her own thing as, growing up and all that now. So,
awesome.
So I still see 3 of my kids, though, just about every single day. Because I get them 3 days a week and then after school.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's a lot. I got real lucky. I could have been one of those poor bastards that had only see their kids twice a month,
Right.
And supervised at that.
Right.
So.
Yeah, you are lucky. And you are awesome, Father. And yeah, I say thank you to you too for serving and, all that good stuff because, that's a big thing to do. Whenever I was younger, I thought about it, but I couldn't, because my mom was ill and somebody had to be there to take care of her kind of thing. So,
yeah. I
did think of it once upon a time, but, you're a great guy, and anybody that serves is a great person for everybody that's living here. So, yeah, it's a high thing to go through. And I'm proud.
Only 1% of the population do it.
Right. Yeah.
So we're literally the 1%.
Yep.
I didn't. So I didn't because, when I was going to join the Navy. And then when I was talking to the recruiter, this is back in the 90s. Don't ask them all. My ex was there, and he was like, "Oh yeah." We talked to him for like an hour, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, that's my boyfriend. We're gay." And they're like 5 minutes out the door. Like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, we'll be in touch. Never heard from him again.
I guess he didn't need to make his quota that night.
Thanks for answering my questions.
Yes, thank you, Christy.
Mm-hmm.
Love you, girl.
She also said that her babysitter showed her the movie The Wall when she was a kid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a great night, Christy. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, I was doing a little
I haven't seen it. I guess I need to figure it out. Find it. I'm sure I can find it somewhere.
I was with my oldest brother.
YouTube.
We did a little smoking and a little bit of drinking. And we started watching this fucking show that I've never seen in my life. And listening to all this shit, all the music and everything, that's how trippy.
Baby crying.
Oh my God. I was like, oh my God, because it is totally different. It is totally different.
And it tells a story, though, which is amazing.
Yeah, it does. It tells the story, and the way they did it really leaves a mark to where you remember. Because, like I said, that was late teens that I watched it, and, it really stuck.
I was about the same age as you. I was about the same age. I think I was 16, 17 years old when I first watched it. And, on VHS.
Hipster, mwah, I love you. Much love. But yeah, absolutely. Oh, it is time for a commercial. So, we will do a commercial.
All right.
All right, he's good. LGBTQ commercial in 5, 4, 3. Are you going to get it?
WLFE-DB Radio has LGBTQ shows like Across the Pond, Rainbow Soul, Everything Yet Nothin, and Inside the Drag Closet. Check out the schedule on WLFE-DB.com. You can even watch them on TV at WLFE-DB.com under LGBTQ Friends, right off our website. Again, it's WLFE-DB.com for your LGBTQ shows and more.
WLFD-DB.com, where talk radio is a whole lot better. Our shows are your shows, and that there makes for a great talk radio.
Hello. Welcome
Hello.
back. So it's come to an end, my sir. Thank you so very much for coming on. I really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. I always love coming on here, and next time I'll be in the studio.
Yes, absolutely. That'd be cool. We'll get together soon. Give the kids lovings for us. Much love to you. And again, thank you for your service. And always know that if you need somebody, I'm here for you.
Oh yeah, you guys are just around the corner from me, so it's that means a lot to me.
Awesome. It means a lot to me too. You know, like it helps out knowing somebody that's going through a similar situation that I'm going through. You know, because a lot of us
you're not alone.
Bring it up, and you know, it's like hush hush and all that. So yeah, it means a lot. It helps. So have a good night.
Yep.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Be around.
Yes.
Good night, Crystal.
Good night, Crystal. Love you, sis. You have a wonderful night. So, it is coming to an end of our show. So, I'm going to take a second to, just talk about some things that are going on. I'm actually working on a different network, and I have a show on that different network that I was asked to do, and it is called Let's Talk Buzz with what?
Let's get buzzed with the talk.
Let's get buzzed with the Talk Queen. I don't know why I say it the other way, but that's Gumo TV, and it'll be more than likely weekly, and so you can also find it on Ground Up Productions. And I also want to say to my boo, Teddy, thank you so very much for this opportunity that you have blessed me with, given to me. You're fucking awesome. Like, really. I'm glad that we hit it off. I'm glad that you have shown me this way because, you've really helped me tremendously on being able to live with some of the things that, like me and Jason was talking about going through, and it helps a lot tremendously. And I feel like I'm touching lives that I never ever thought in a million years that I would ever be touching. And it's all because you gave me a chance. You brought it up, and I took you up on the offer along with Brother Biggins. But, I'm here. And so I appreciate everything that you've done for me. And just so you know, I've told you once, and I'll tell you again. I do not plan on going anywhere, and I love Everything Yet Nothing. It's my baby, like 100% my baby. And, without it, I wouldn't be where I'm going to hopefully go in my future. And that's all because of you. So I really do thank you so very much for giving me this opportunity. And, you reach a lot of people's, heart and life, because I know for a fact that I'm not the only one that you've touched by giving them the opportunity of giving them and blessing them with the show and to show their talents like you have. Like, that I don't give yourself credit because you're fucking awesome. And live for you, baby. Live for you. Screw everything else. Live for you. Live for your parents. And, take time for you because you're totally 100% worth it. One way or the other, we got to take that time, not just you, but everybody out there. Give yourself some time and, find somebody to talk to, hang out with, go to the beach if you're by the beach, go sit by a palm tree, go sit by a waterfall, by a creek, just something that is going to be peaceful to you that you find just so overwhelming, it literally takes you somewhere else. And, everybody should watch WLFE-DB.com, and we are also on YouTube, and we're all over the place. And if you want to know where we are, just read the border of our show.
And check us out on LGBTQ Fringe Channel on Stream TV.
Yeah, Stream TV Fringe Channel. LGBT Fringe Channel. So, anyways. But yeah, thank you, Boo. Talk to you soon. Yeah, we are getting blessed with so many shows, and I love it because if it's not LGBTQ, then it's an ally of LGBTQ. And we have just a phenomenal family. Like, really, each one of them are just phenomenally talented, and I love knowing you and being part of your family on here. And, you're fucking fabulous. Don't ever let anybody tell you any different, and don't tell yourself any different. You are freaking fabulous, and you're awesome. But yeah, there are a lot more LGBTQ shows. Is on here, I think, 4 now?
Oh, I'm not sure, but there's...
Oh, yeah, there's
some more, maybe more.
There are
Across the Pond.
Yeah.
Rainbow Soul.
Mm-hmm.
The Kaleidoscope Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That right there's just 4.
Everything Yet Nothin.
I feel like we're missing one, but I'm not sure. Anyways, but yeah, there's multiple LGBTQ shows.
Yeah.
And you can check them all out on the LGBTQ Friends channel too on Stream TV. Also here on WLFE-DB.com.
Whoop whoop. So, I don't know. Are we done talking?
I am. I mean, guys, okay, I do want to say one thing. Missouri now has decided to stop the federal unemployment. And as someone that's done work through this whole COVID situation and is now being affected because the workforce is in full bloom, but there's no one to join it, I am very happy about this decision. Go out. Help the economy by getting a job. Have fun. And have a good night.
Oh, so nice, short and sweet, but long. You can just, I love that. Get to the point, because I mumble and I just carry on a conversation with myself or somebody that's not even there, but is there. So, next Thursday, we are going to have an author on, and I can't wait to have him on. A pretty cool person. Just so everybody knows, everybody that comes on my show is an ally or LGBTQ+. I will never have anybody otherwise. My show is totally 100% for the people and for my guests and for peace, love, harmony. If anything, I hope it touches your heart, and I hope it opens your eyes and changes your mind. If you're a hater, don't be a hater, because that's just shitty. And if you judge somebody, don't forget, that makes you the one judging. Like, really? We ain't going to hell, honey. Not without you. So, just lay off of people. And people, stand up for yourself. Don't put up with no shit from anybody. You live you. You are living your life. Don't let nobody else tell you how to live it. Because life is too damn short. We were put on this earth to be free-willed. And to be free-willed, it is to do what you want to do. And what makes you happy. Follow your heart. Follow your dreams. Don't ever give up on yourself, because you can go further than what you have ever imagined. I know that for a fact, firsthand. And it's fabulous. So, just live your life. Be happy. If you're not happy, find something to make you happy. It doesn't matter what it is, because no matter what it is, it's nobody else's business unless you want that person or people to know. Otherwise, you live you. You make you the greatest individual person, mother, uncle, sister, brother, father, aunt, just whoever you are. Make yourself the greatest. Hold up for yourself. Hold up for your family. Be there for each other in this hard time that we are going through with the COVID and everything. And I feel for the ones that have lost loved ones and friends and family from that illness. And I hope that one day we can move on and live as the individuals and the way we should be living. Because of, it's just changed 100%. There are people that have lost birthday parties and Christmases and Thanksgivings and, all kinds of special occasions that, is going to be hard. You can't get that shit back because once it's there, it's there. But if it gets to the point where you are comfortable enough to walk out your door and go see some family members and so go see some friends, it doesn't mean that if your birthday is in May and it's June that you still can't celebrate your birthday or Christmas. Hell, we've had Christmas in July. And let me tell you, it was the greatest and most
had Christmas in October.
And it was the greatest and the most wonderful Halloween.
It was Christmas Halloween, Thanksgiving. We ate, we celebrated, gave presents, and
it was
then
just
we all
awesome.
went to a spook trial.
Oh my God, it was so cool. We had turkey and then went and got our shit scared out of us. Like literally, it was in the woods and just, all kinds. But yeah, don't get down on yourself. If you have missed a birthday or something special, make that special up. Because you can do that. We have the control of our life and our destiny and our dreams and who we are and who we want to become. Otherwise, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Because you are you. They're not you. They don't know a damn thing that you're going through unless you tell them. Otherwise, they don't know shit. So, live for you. Live for your family and your friends. Peace and much love to each and every one of you. And remember, if you are going through bipolar, any mental illness, and you need somebody, there are numbers out there to reach anybody that you need to talk to. And if not, text me, instant message me, email me, just you can get a hold of me. And if not, then go through WLFE-DB.com and you'll find me one way or the other. And I'll be more than happy to listen to whatever you are going through. And maybe I can say something to help you out. So, yeah, peace and much love. Be a rainbow. If you're not a rainbow, become a rainbow. And make sure that you touch somebody's heart. Don't judge, don't hate. Live happy and live your life. Don't live somebody else's. Live your life. Be happy. That's it. That's all you got to do. Be happy. Make yourself happy. No matter what it is, no matter what you got to do, no matter how hard it is going to do that, make yourself happy. Because you deserve it. Take time for you. And that is it. I will see you next Thursday. And if you want to see me, please reach out to my Facebook page, T-Roy TV. And I also have a Facebook page, Everythin, Nothin. And you can reach me there. I have instant message, text message, and all that crap on there. So you can get a hold of me. If you are interested in coming on my show, no matter who you are, how you are, and what you do, then please get a hold of me because I am looking for guests and I am happy to take on anybody that wants to be on here as long as you are LGBTQ plus or an ally. Other than that, have a good one. And now I gotta get out of here.
Quick listen on that in broadcast. There you go.
Okay. Bye. Peace and much love.
Oh, wait. You gotta do the outro.
That's what
Thank
I
you.
do.
As I remembered.
Thank you for joining T. Roy and a special guest here on Everythin Yet Nothin. Tune in next Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central for another episode you won't want to miss. Until next time, be a rainbow in someone's life. Like and follow us on Facebook at WLFE DB Radio.